Okay. All right. How's that audio, guys? Can y'all hear me? Belinda. Cement Shoes. L. Thank you. Sherilyn. Jane from Tennessee. Much love. Mary O. Paige Davis. What's going on? Sandra. Exactly. But there's a whole lot of twists, L. Just wait, you guys. This is by far one of the weirdest cases I think I've come across. Thanks, Katrina, for sending this to me. And you guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just tell you all the basics. And then tomorrow, I'm going to go live with some behind the scenes information. What's up, Jamie? Red Rum, much love. Oh, God, it is crazy, isn't it? Okay, Pyramid 7. All right, got a few people in here. Let's go ahead and play this audio and let me know if you can hear this video, okay? Type a 1 if you can hear this video when I start playing it, okay?
The medical examiner...
Could you all hear that? If not, I've got to change my settings. I hate StreamYard sometimes. You could hear it. Okay. Start it over.
The medical examiner arriving on the scene tonight. Deputies in it.
I don't think you all can hear it. It's going through my headset now. So hold on just a second. Could you still hear it? Gosh, I hate this. Echo. Okay. It did sound good? Okay. Okay, all right.
The medical examiner arriving on the scene tonight. Deputies in and out of the home at the center of this death investigation in Celebration.
Yes, Celebration is a very quiet neighborhood. We rarely have anything like this happen.
The Osceola County Sheriff's Office says it responded to the home on Reserve Place at around 9 this morning. Neighbors tell us a couple and their 3 children live here. Connie McGarrian describes them as the perfect family.
The children always, when I would go to the elevator to take my trash out, they would always ask me if they could take it out, and they would always hold the door open for me.
Shocked tonight to see their home wrapped in crime scene tape.
When I was parking my car, I saw a lot of police around.
Marcelo Rodriguez says he saw deputies take someone into custody at the home.
They basically asking for open the door, what's going on, something wrong is over there.
Investigators confirming they have a suspect in custody. The names of the suspect and the 4 victims have not been released.
This is an isolated incident, and all parties involved with this death investigation are accounted for.
Okay, so since this aired 4 hours ago, they have named the suspect and the victims. So let's get into that. Let me go back. This case is so tricky. You all, that I cannot wrap my brain around this. This is like Chris Watts times 100. Okay. My email's in the about section on my channel. Or you can just email KSmallzTruth@yahoo.com, and that's with a Z, just like my channel. All right. I just don't want this to replay. Okay. And go back to screen sharing. I hate this thing. This sucks. I'm going to have to start using OBS. Okay. Officials confirm 4 bodies were discovered inside a Florida home. They call the death suspicious. Okay. The detectives in Celebration, Florida, say a suspect is in custody, and this was an isolated incident, and all parties involved are accounted for. Now, check this out. The father of a missing Connecticut family has confessed to murdering his wife, 3 young children, and a dog after 4 bodies were discovered Monday inside a Florida home in a storybook community built on the outskirts of Disney World. Anthony Todd, and I'm guessing that's how you pronounce his name and the T is silent. He was 45. He was charged with 4 counts of homicide in the deaths of his 42-year-old wife, Megan, their 3 children, Alec, age 13, Tyler, 11, Zoe, 4. Osceola County Sheriff Russ Gibson told reporters at a news conference Wednesday afternoon he also faces 1 count of animal cruelty for killing the family dog Breezy. Look at that family. The victims died sometime toward the end of December. Between December 27th and December 29th. Yes, since December. He was just arrested today. According to evidence and Todd's statements, the sheriff said he would not give their cause of death. Now, that's something that we do not know as of yet, the cause of death. The 4 bodies were found in Celebration, Florida home on Monday, belonged to Todd's 42-year-old wife, Megan, 3 children. We grieve along with the victims of family and friends, Gibson said. I cannot understand what would cause a person to commit such evil and horrendous acts. Federal agents were trying to serve Todd with a federal warrant for his arrest on Monday in connection to the Connecticut case when they found him and the bodies inside the Celebration, Florida home. As he was detained, Todd was rushed to a hospital after telling deputies he had ingested pills and talked about hurting himself, the sheriff said. He was released Wednesday morning from the hospital and then arrested. Look at him. He's 250 pounds, height 5'7". He's 44. He's expected to be transferred to Osceola County, I hope I'm saying that right, County Jail later Wednesday. His motive remains unclear. Gibson said the department conducted a welfare check. Check this out, okay? This is where I'm really upset. The department conducted a welfare check on that home December 29th. But received no answer at the door and found nothing suspicious. A concerned family member had contacted the department because she was told the family had the flu and she had not heard from them in 2 days. And that's where I got the December 27th through the 29th. Okay, but today is January 15th, so wow. Amanda Dukes reports on Twitter, neighbors in Celebration say this is a photo of a man being arrested today at 202 Reserve Place in Florida, a home where they are doing a death investigation. One neighbor says they had, so the family called for a welfare check, okay, on December 29th because they had not spoke with them in 2 days. The family was told that the whole family had the flu. Well, 2 days go by. They call for a welfare check December 29th. The police show up. No answer to the door. They found nothing suspicious. So they leave. So one neighbor said that they also called police after not seeing the family's children for several days. So that's 2 calls, 2 welfare checks. I don't know what this picture is of. I guess it would pull up clear if, I don't know. It's just a picture of the home. He said deputies could do nothing more at the time because there was nothing suspicious that warranted deputies to enter the home. Authorities had remained tight-lipped about the investigation since the tragic discovery Monday, withholding the identities of the suspect and the victims. However, the family earlier had been linked to the home. The family had lived in Colchester, Connecticut before moving to Florida, where they rented the Celebration home on May 1st, 2019 for 1 year. Court records show the couple was in the process of being evicted from the home after they allegedly failed to pay their monthly rent of, check this out, $4,921 in December. Whew. That's rent. I guess they were just renting the home. Oh, so it's a vacation home. All right, we're going to get more into that tomorrow. So they failed to pay their monthly rent of $4,921 in December, the Orlando Sentinel and Hartford Courant reported. In addition to renting this home, the Todds owned a condo in Celebration, Florida, according to the town's property records. So this is court documents that lead to the Todd family home where the investigation is happening in Celebration. According to court docs, they were being evicted. Wow. Now, this was a vacation home. They did also live in Connecticut. Or vice versa. I would think that the Florida would be the vacation home. The family appeared to be facing mounting money troubles. Todd, a physical therapist, had his license to practice in Connecticut expire due to non-renewal in September, the papers reported. Todd commuted from Florida to his office in Winchester, Connecticut, where he was also facing eviction. So that's 2 evictions and a license that expired. Sounds like an argument about money, I would say. Reporters said a notice to quit possession posted on the office door claimed the physical therapy group had not paid rent for December or January and owed nearly $6,300. The Connecticut Attorney General's office further confirmed to local media on Tuesday that Todd and his business were currently being investigated under the False Claims Act, which probes fraudulent claims submitted to the government. Interesting. And there's a picture of his office. And it just repeats what I just said. This, as he and his family have not been seen in days. There is now a potential tie to a death investigation in Florida. And this was posted yesterday at 5:42 p.m. Days before the bodies were found, the Todd family was the subject of an online search apparently launched by relatives who said they had not heard from them. A Facebook page titled, quote, "Looking for the Todds" was created Saturday but taken down shortly after the discovery. Wow, we will be closed until after the first of the year. So there's a sign on his business. It said that they were closed until the first of the year. Obviously, we're more than 2 weeks past that now. A day after the bodies were discovered in the home just 4 miles from Walt Disney World, wow, and originally developed by Disney, neighbors told WESH-TV that they haven't seen the family in weeks. They used to park right in front of us, so we'd see them every day coming and going, and we're with the kids. The last time I saw them was around Thanksgiving time. Wow. However, the sheriff's office in Florida, along with Connecticut State Police, told local media that neither agency had received missing person reports regarding the Todd family, so just welfare checks by a neighbor and then family members. Exercise patience while the sheriff's office carries out the complex investigation. And let me tell you guys, Please trust me. Yeah, please trust me on this. This goes deep. Okay, you guys? So I am going to go live with the rest of what I know. It is so hard to not tell you all right now. With the rest that I know tomorrow, let's say noon. I'll go ahead and schedule it for noon. A neighbor says, "We live in celebration. It's where dreams come true, basically, right? And this has happened, so it's really sad." I would say it's over money. So let me just let me just give you all a recap. So a father in Florida who is a physical therapist had his license expire, and he confessed to killing. He confessed to killing his wife and his 3 children and his dog. Okay, but it's so much more than that. So there's a picture of the dad. He's 44 years old. And then there's a picture of the mom and the 3 kids. Now, the ages of the children were, the youngest is 4, the oldest was 14, and then 11. Hold on just a second. I've got to mute. Mommy duties. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, guys. All right, let's look at the chat here. Welcome, everybody, for coming. Is there any questions so far? I know, it's very hard to keep my composure. Was it Benadryl that he took, Jen B? I knew that he took pills, but it didn't state what he took. I don't know what kind of dog they had, no. Okay, so it's looking like they got into an argument. I can't, this is just my opinion. I'm just speculating here. But from the looks of it, okay, I don't know any of the past or anything like that, but I mean, think about this. He's a physical therapist. They were being evicted. He was being evicted out of his physical therapy office, owing over $6,000. The rent from where they were living in Florida, they were being evicted. I think they were 1 month behind on their Florida rent. And that was like, what'd I say, $4,000, something like that. And they have 3 children. There was a welfare check called on December 29th from a family member that had not spoken to them or seen them for 2 days, so December 27th. So when the police came on December 29th for the welfare check, they said nothing looked suspicious. There was no answer to the door, so they just left. So the neighbors had not seen them and asked for another welfare check. Yes, I believe so. Let's take a look at that. Someone from CBS was in my town today for a story about a couple of missing children. Okay, JW. Let's look to see if the death penalty is hold on. Stop. I'm just going to look. I'm not going to bother sharing the screen. I'm just going to Google it here. Let's see, Florida. Now, the tricky thing is they had 2 homes, one out of Connecticut, one out of Florida. And, but since the actual crime happened in Florida, that would be where Okay, capital punishment is the legal penalty in the U.S. state of Florida. Yes, so there is a death penalty. Since 1976, the state of Florida has executed 99 convicted murderers, all at Florida State Prison. 340 offenders are waiting execution. Wow. As of November 27th of 2019. So let me get this straight. Okay. Since 1976, Florida has only executed 99 convicted murderers. And as of November 27th of 2019, there are 340 offenders waiting execution. So even if he gets the death penalty, it's going to be forever before anything's done. I mean, most of these offenders are probably going to just live the rest of their life in prison. Let's see when the last execution in Florida was. The last offender to be executed in Florida was Gary Ray Bowles. The executions of James Milton Daly is scheduled for November 7th, 2019. So I'm guessing the last one was November 7th of last year. Interesting. You know, that's kind of like for the Watts case. You know, Colorado, even if Chris Watts was given the death penalty, he would have been on death row forever. So, how'd y'all like that video I put out this morning? If you haven't, go check it out. I've been sitting on that for a long time, and something just told me to go ahead and do that. And if you all are not aware, in 10 days, there's going to be the Lifetime movie about the Chris Watts case. So, I don't know if I'm going to report on that or not. I think it's, you know, I'm sure they're going to get a whole lot wrong. I mean, I'm sure Tammy, the detective that worked on the case, is going to be doing some extra footage for that movie. It said that there's going to be pictures that I've not seen and unreleased footage. So I am interested to see that. What's that, Penn Woodsman? Straight out of Stockton. Not to mention a lot of the prisons are privately owned. I thought that Florida had some pretty easy medical laws. Always seemed that you could go there to have things done that were shunned in other areas. But with everyone retiring in Florida, business was probably great. But see, they had the business. His physical therapy office was actually in Connecticut, not Florida. Oh, yeah, most definitely as far as the movie, or the Lifetime movie. What I'm kind of surprised that the Lifetime movie came out as quick as it did. You know, I mean, the confession was just, March of last year? Was it March? Heck, I can't even remember when I did that. I just know I sat down for 6 hours and only got up a few times, and let's just say I was really tired. Was the wife employed? It does not say anything about the wife being employed, not that I'm aware of. I mean, there's 3 children. They were all under the age of 15. So more than likely, it was cheaper for her to stay at home. Yeah. That poor family. I mean, look at them. So she was 42 years old. Her name was Megan. They got that from her Facebook. MegantOdt. I don't have Facebook, or, you know, I'd probably be doing some searching. But I do have a whole lot of information on this case. And me and Katrina are going to go live tomorrow at noon. And that's Eastern Standard Time, guys. Okay, so any questions here in the chat? If not, I'm going to go ahead and end this because actually I wasn't even going to go live because my good hip is really hurting me today. As soon as I got out of the car, I went to the store and visited with my mom earlier. And as soon as I got out of the car, my good hip started hurting. So not cool. I guess he was there when the police showed up today to arrest him for his warrant. And how they knew, I have no idea. But they showed up with a warrant today. And he was there. So, and the cause of death, we don't know that yet. She could have, well, no, I mean, it said that he traveled from Connecticut to Florida, not her. Thank you, Jamie. Appreciate it. Yeah, no problem, meme sweet tea. Yeah, this case, you all, is crazy. And it's going to get even better. I've got some inside information on this case. You all just wait. Noon o'clock tomorrow. I have no idea what's wrong with these people. And this just gets sicker and sicker and sicker. There's not a pic of the dog. It doesn't even show. It doesn't even tell what kind of dog they have. I'm sorry. You know, I would read these comments, but they're pretty harsh, the comments that are below. I'm going to go ahead and copy this. Where's that? Come on. I'll copy this and put this in the description or in the box right now for you guys. I'm not going to read the comments that are below this article. You all can read them. Obviously, some people haven't even heard of the Watts case. Just saying. Exactly, Rhoda Rose. I know, right? Okay, guys. I will see you all tomorrow at noon. Don't forget to thumbs up. Please subscribe. And please, if you all can, please subscribe to KSmallz too. The description, the link is usually in my description box. You might have to go to the other video to find it because I don't have it in here yet. But I really need to get my sub count up on that. It's KSmallz with a number 2. KSmallz space 2. Appreciate it, guys. Much love you all and have a blessed day. I'll see you all tomorrow at noon. Bye, guys.